A chair is still a...
Hold up. Before TikTok, before Spotify, before playlists with 5-second skips, there was a man, a mic, and a heartbreak so real, you felt it in your chest. But did y'all know? A House Is Not a Home didn't start with Luther. Let's paint the picture. You've got Luther Vandross's debut solo album, Never Too Much Spinning. Side 1, already a classic. You got Never Too Much and Don't You Know That? Warming things up real nice. But baby, when you flipped that record and slid into track 7, that's when the room went still. That's when the feelings got heavy. That's when we all stopped what we were doing and listened. Whether you were slow dancing in the school gym or just a preteen imagining your first heartbreak, this song taught you how it felt to be left behind and still love somebody. Now here's the real history lesson. Did y'all know A House Is Not a Home was originally written for a 1964 film by the same name? The song was crafted by the legendary Burt, Bacharach, and Hal David for the movie starring Shelley Winters and Robert Taylor. The first recorded version came from Dionne Warwick, our elegant queen of heartbreak. She laid it down at Bell Sound Studios in New York City. But get this, it wasn't even the A-side. It was tucked behind her top 40 hit, You'll Never Get to Heaven If You Break My Heart. It peaked at number 71 in the US, but baby, in Canada, it hit the top 40 and made it to number 37. Now here's where it gets juicy. Brook Benton, yes, the same singer that's famous for A Rainy Night in Georgia. If you don't know that song, ask your mother, father, uncles, aunties, or grandparents. That song was a monster. We'll have to do another video on that. Anyway, Brook Benton recorded his version too, the one used in the actual movie soundtrack. His dropped 2 weeks earlier, and both versions started climbing the charts. At the same time, they were fighting for airplay. One moment it was Dionne on the radio. Next it was Brook. In the end, both made it to the Cashbox R&B Top 10, and neither one was declared the definitive hit. Ain't that something? Yo, forget all that. Let's let the Queen Dionne Warwick speak on it herself.
Salute to Luther.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, well, Luther was my heart. I miss him so terribly. I was the first one to hear his recording of it. He decided he wanted to record the songs that Dionne Warwick had recorded. House Is Not a Home is the only one. Anyone who had a heart was rolling how it's love.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do my entire catalog, which is fine.
Fast forward to 1981. Luther Vandross was just stepping into his solo spotlight. He had the velvet voice, the charisma, and that deep emotional range. So, what does he do? He takes this nearly 2-decade-old ballad, slows it down, stretches it out, and pours all his pain into it. Luther said he wanted his music to feel like real life, and when he sang, "A chair is still a chair," it wasn't just words, it was a sermon. He respected Dionne, no doubt, even worked with her, but his version, it was personal, it was theatrical, it was gospel without the choir, jazz without the swing, soul in its purest form. Shoot, listen to Dionne talk about it.
He was not only my friend, he was more family to me. When people decide that they want to re-record something that I felt during the period that I recorded it, they were great songs. When they take that particular song and makes it their own, that's a true artist, and that's exactly what Luther did. When he played A House Is Not a Home for me, I was the first one to hear it before the record company even heard it. And he says, well, what do you think? He was very, very nervous. And I had to let him know, as I called Burt and I called Hal, to let them know this is the definitive version of A House Is Not a Home. I mean, it was just magnificent. He took that song and made it Luther Vandross.
Fam, let's not forget, this album had no skips. You put that needle down and let the whole thing play. You were already vibing with side 1, but side 2? That was church. That 7th track hit different. It was the climax. You could hear the ache in Luther's voice, the longing, the hope that maybe, just maybe, someone would still be there when you opened the door. Some of us hadn't even kissed yet, but somehow this song still made us emotional. That's how deep it was. Now let's talk about why it still slaps for baby boomers to Gen Z African Americans. Because real music like this never ages. It's part of our soundtrack. It's the stuff we heard during Saturday cleanups, at cookouts, in the back seat riding to church. Now get this. Luther's version, it never charted as a single. But you know what? It didn't need to. It went straight to the heart and stayed there. The legacy? Unmatched. Usher did it justice. Stevie Wonder paid tribute. Kanye sampled it.
Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be.
She says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita. But then we set this party off right. Yeah, yeah.
Glee covered it.
A chair is still a chair.
So here's what I need you to do tonight. After the world gets quiet, I want you to turn off the noise. Literally. Light a candle. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Cue up A House Is Not a Home. Luther's version. Don't skip. Don't shuffle. Just sit with it. Let that record play. Let those keys hit. Let that voice heal. Because sometimes a house ain't a home. But music is where we go to remember who we are. So, let's jump in the comments. Tell everyone what you think of that song. Was it all that to you? Or were you on a different slow song back then? I mean, pop radio was pumping the hell out of Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, but Luther was baby making music. Hey, if you comment enough, you might run into some folks that you haven't spoke to in years. Let's get the comments going. Y'all better stop playing. Go press play. Let's keep Luther's legacy going.